Stay here. I'll be back.
Alright, so here we are with Terminator He-Man. Now this is Faker, and it only makes sense that he looks like this. Obviously, I grew up in the 80s. I was, at least in the toy line, used to the blue Faker. However, if you look at the blue Faker on his chest, he has a VHS cassette, reel to reel. I'm not really sure. That just doesn't fly in this day and age. So it only makes sense to have him look like this, and he looks amazing. I actually really like this. I'm glad they give you options in terms of the head and also the armor. Let's take this bad boy out of here. So, okay. So here we are. I think he looks great. And here we go. And I'll be honest with you, this is the head that I prefer. I really like that, how they have part of He-Man and part robot. That's my favorite. I like that they give you this, though, the He-Man, because, I mean, it makes it look like, oh, this is He-Man, but it's actually not. The body looks really cool, how it has that. You can see the outer edge of, like, kind of like where the blood would be in the skin, where it's torn. I mean, it definitely looks like something out of Terminator, you have to admit. Hopefully the lighting's okay. I'm struggling with the lighting in here. But the boots look great. I love that. 30 points of articulation. No complaints with the articulation with this figure at all whatsoever. The figure looks great. I am going to take this off, though, just because I think the one thing I can't get over is with Faker, you have to have the Skeletor armor. I'm going to take his head off here. If I can get it off without breaking it. This is a must when you have Faker, I think. You have to have the Skeletor armor. And I'm glad they give you that option. Really stick his head on there. And there we are. I gotta have this option here. They give you some options for hands and the sword. And of course, the 80s figure had the orange sword. But I like how they did this, where the orange, it does have the orange to kind of represent that, but it has the silver on the actual sword, which I think is great. I like putting the sword on this part of his arm here. Here we are. And then I'm actually going to put the shield on the other hand. So, okay, so I'm not going to lie, it's not the easiest thing to get on. What I did is I'm going to put the hand on first and then put it on his wrist. That way it makes it a little easier to get his hand on. So there we are. So this is the Faker. This is how I'm going to have Faker. Right here. With that head, the sword in that hand, and then the shield in the right hand. I'm going to make Faker a lefty. But let's see what the different heads look like. might as well. Okay, so here we have pretty much the Terminator head, honestly. Honestly, that looks too robotic for me. But I like that they give you that option. And they give you more of the He-Man head, but this has red eyes. Hopefully you can see that. I'm not sure if you can, but he has red eyes. And so that is the He-Man head with just the red eyes. And I just don't think it goes as well with the kind of half human, half robot. So I am actually going to go back to this head here. I just love how it has the half human, half robot. So here we are. Here is my Faker. I think this is a good, more modern Faker. It makes sense to have him half robot, half man. I like this one. This is, I have to go, though, I have to go with the orange Skeletor armor with the orange sword, which is nice. And I like having the shield on the right side, the sword on the left. So yes, great figure. It's a deluxe figure. That's Faker. All right. So until the next one, see you bye.
Hasta la vista, baby.